Come on in, everybody. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button.
Come on.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table. Where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, huh? Laugh a little, get that one in your system for your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, think you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, what's up, hoodies? Come on in. Like and share the
What's
video.
up?
Subscribe to the channel. What's up, Sislo?
What's am? Welcome to
How
the
you doing?
hood table. You might laugh a little and clash a little and bash a little and trash a little.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, that
fashionable.
part.
I can't even say it right.
Okay,
Fashionably.
so I added some of my own words, but yeah, I'm
Fashionably
here.
late. Yes, we are fashionably late. But we hear y'all. We
Hi,
hear y'all. So
I'm
I
here.
don't know if our bro is going to join us. We sent him the link, so he might be a little tied up right now, but I'm sure he'll join us if he can. But yes, yes. How's your day going, Sislo?
It's going pretty good. We still over here lingering with these flus and viruses and
With the
colds and
symptoms.
can yeah, with the
Poor
isms,
things.
but
Poor tinkies.
yeah. So I still sound a little froggy, but it'll be all right.
Yeah. Sure. Every time I wake up in the morning, I'm froggy. I don't know why. Some people might have these. I forgot what they call what condition they called it. A doctor told me years ago, but it has to do with light and like some people when they wake up, if they go into the light right away, or if
Mm,
the lights are too bright when they wake up, it messes with their senses.
mm,
And like every morning when I get up, if I turn the lights on or stuff like that, I'll start like sneezing every morning, and it'll last for about a good hour, and then it goes
wow.
away. Like it goes away like it never ever happened. And when I say I'll be sneezing, sis slow, when I say 90 going west, like going through a whole roll of
Mm,
tissue sometimes,
mm,
it just be achoo,
wow.
achoo, achoo, achoo. It's like over and over
Mm,
and over again. So a lot of times when I get up in the morning, I just turn on like the little light over the stove. If I'm making my
mm,
coffee, I turn on that little light. And when I go into my room, my office to turn on my computer and all that, I keep the lights off and I just open the blinds to let a little sunlight in. But yeah, it's weird. But the doctor said, yeah, people are allergic. Some people are allergic to light if they in too much light early in the morning once they wake up. I'm gonna look up what it's really called, but cause I can't remember. But
mm.
hey, hey, what's up, Shells? You know what, Shells? You might want to jump on the platform for this one because we talking about your
Oh
girl.
yeah.
Not in a bad way. We just
Oh
doing conversation.
yeah.
But yeah, Shells, she's Team Maddie all day. I don't even know if
Oh
Shells like.
damn.
Do Shells even like Michelle at all?
Oh girl, I do not think so at all. Mm-mm.
She don't like Michelle at all, huh?
No,
I don't
no.
know, Shells. Let me drop the link. And what's up, Isaac? You said you listen at work.
Ozzy.
What's up?
Oh,
Y'all, I swear, sometimes I just be getting my life over some of the stuff that I be hearing on
wow.
YouTube.
Nah, Michelle's is a real Maddie's popster.
Oh yeah, she's a Maddie. Yeah, she's a real Maddie supporter. Yes, she
Yeah, we
is.
we we was we was down dropping
Wasn't she like the CEO?
Yeah,
Are you still like the CEO? CEO of the
that's
Maddie
that's
Mob or
I
yeah.
know that's Maddie's favorite voice. I know that.
Yes, yes. She said she don't
Maddie
even like
loves
her
her.
not a bit. She said not she don't like Michelle not a drop.
Yeah, I told you.
And the
I
crazy
told
thing
if
is
I
I like both of them.
yeah, I told you. I find Michelle messy.
But they
I ain't
both
never really
are.
care for her.
They
Yeah,
both are
but
messy. I mean,
Michelle
okay,
is one
Michelle
of
might be
those.
a little. Okay, Michelle might be
She
a little
likes to come for
messy.
people. She likes
What's up,
starting
Shells?
like she likes
Hey,
starting crap with people. Hey mom,
Yes,
oh you sound
yes.
like I feel.
Ooh, Cislo, you sound like child.
No,
Cislo, she ain't got to feel. She
Michelle.
feels really. She
Sislo, you
feels,
sick?
yeah, and
It's
she
I'm
do
gonna
Oh,
tell
feel.
is
you, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going around. You know what I mean?
she?
Like I just finished my last antibiotic the other day, right? And that was my third round of antibiotics. But every time I go to do something, like how it was raining here the other day, I went outside and now I feel like I'm right back at square one. But the
Mm-hmm.
doctors have said that it's they said that it's new allergies out. And then you have the RS the upper respiratory infection. It's just
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, we're just living in a different time right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like even my body is hot to the touch. I be sweating, I be cold, I be hot, I be
Yeah.
sweating.
Mm-hmm.
This has been going on since the early part of November and we're mid December. That's where we at with it. So yeah, I saw Maddie's video, whatever. Michelle has been bothering Maddie for a long time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
she pokes and she pokes. Because of course
Mm-hmm.
if Maddie responds back, she'll turn into, oh, she's a man. She's harassing me. When really it's her. And I think her issue with Maddie is the fact of Daniva and Maddie's friendship. Because that used to be her good Judy. Daniva was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, and she sued him
Yep, she
Yeah.
sued
And
him because dog had
after
leaked
after
told
that
all kind of.
rental. Mm-hmm.
right.
But see, that's what I
Allegedly.
was saying. That's what I was saying about Michelle. Now I know they can be Maddie can be comically messy or whatever, but Michelle is the type of person that will deliberately say things and do things to like come for you for no reason. You ain't even got to do nothing to her. She
That
just
is how
gotta
she
because
is.
she just being hateful,
Dang, is
like
she the other Tasha
coming
K?
for you
Is
for
she like Tasha K's twin? Do you think she that bad?
You know what I think
she.
is the difference? Tasha K, I think is messy. We're all messy. But the difference is Michelle is more of an envious type of person because she's right where she was 99 years ago. And everybody else has
She's an
kind of elevated.
instigator.
She is definitely an instigator for sure.
Mm, instigator.
I
And
don't
she
know.
always need.
I like both of
She
them, and
need.
I think they both got some messy to them, but their personalities are totally different between TS and Michelle. Totally different.
But see, Maddie is a more of a roasting, gagging kind of messy. As to where Michelle is one of those. Like Maddie go on trending news and stuff like that. Michelle kind of like makeup crap to like,
Yes, like the Sandra Rose
she
type
kind
of
of like,
people.
yeah, she like to make up crap on people just to just to get stuff started. Like she really was riding on Kendra more, and she was really riding on people that wasn't even thinking
Mhm.
about
I
her
remember
coming
that.
for her, but she was doing it like she had a personal. issue with these people that don't even know her, like, kind of thing. And it's like the way she did it was not in an important news kind of way. It was a start kind of
I
way.
don't know. I think
You
as
know what I'm
far as like that part, I know she represents the A. You know, her magazine is called, her website or whatever it's called, the Straight from the A. And I think a lot of times from listening to her over the years, she has like really, really tried to get like tea or really get like in the business of a lot of people around that area. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the rappers, the
Yeah, but nobody
housewives,
messes with her for real though. Like
yeah.
nobody messes with her in real time. Mm-mm.
Besides like, you know,
But it was
Nene.
like she
Bob
was doing
Whitfield.
unnecessary stuff.
Did
Like
you
when
say
she
Bob
went and got,
Whitfield?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Who else is dealing with her
Oh, I was
besides?
gonna say Nene. I would say Nene messes with her. You know, she always got Nene on there
it
on her
was,
show with her and stuff, exclusives and all this kind of stuff. But Bob Whitfield,
but it,
hold on. We gonna get back to the
uh,
Bob Whitfield. But Shells, why? Okay, I was watching both of them, right? And the video I saw first was TS when she was dragging Michelle the other
Mm-hmm.
day. And then I was like, where did this come from? And then TS said, oh, she's bringing up old stuff and reposting old stuff because she can't get no views. So I go over to Michelle's page. I'm like, what the hell brought this on? And I guess Michelle had brought up some funky stuff, put up a video of that, and also brought up why some video called YTS hate women or something like that.
Oh my God.
And I was like, where is all this coming from? Like, was there something that I missed on
Girl,
social
no,
media?
she's been
Because
obsessed with her for like 6 years consistently.
I thought that shit was like dead. Like,
Mm-mm. She see the
wow.
how it goes is I feel, and this is my, opinion. I think she's never got over the fact that Funky Dineva didn't want anything to do with her. So you know how that is. It's almost like if your man leaves you for another. Well, if your man leaves you, you're mad with the new woman, but you're not mad with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like Dineva wanted no more to do with Michelle.
Even
And
after the lawsuit, like
when
I
he
would
fell
think that
back,
she wouldn't want nothing to do with him.
when he fell back from her, that's when she started like trying to so-called air him out and show the house and all that stuff.
part.
But she
Oh,
didn't have a problem doing it as long as they were friends. She used to go there and hang out at the house. So how was she pretending that she didn't know the condition of the house or whatever?
right,
She was coming over there hanging out. So she
right.
didn't
So
have
she
a
wasn't like
problem with
looking
it.
around
Yeah,
like,
no.
why you doing shit in my house? Like she ain't bringing up none of that shit when they were still cool.
Right. She didn't have
Right.
a
And
problem with
he
it
wasn't the
until
funky, he wasn't the funky Dineva that he is now. He was up and coming. And so it was like as long as she had that clout, she was cool. But it was like she's one of those people that she wants you to be cool with her, but she wants you to be one tagging along behind her, like you got to meet her kind of thing. And because she had money at the time, and that's how her and Josh came cool and all this stuff. Yeah,
oh, you talking about is he still doing videos?
He rarely does a video. He might put out a video once every 8 months. He
Yeah, 'cause
rarely
yeah,
does it.
but
she had him attacking people, on her
Yeah.
behalf. And I won't say she made him because, people
mhm,
are grown. Can't nobody make you do nothing.
Right.
But
yeah,
yeah, but that's just who she is. With Dineva, she was able to be in certain spaces that normally she wouldn't have been able to be at.
Hmm.
So when he distanced himself from her, she's always had a vendetta because of that.
Hmm.
Because that stopped for her. She couldn't go certain places or do certain things. He was basically he was basically her way to get into those places, basically,
Right.
is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So once he cut her off, it's like, you're messing me up, you know? And then if you look at it, he has surpassed her, you know, as far
Boom.
as
There it is.
subscribers, opportunities.
Mhm.
Um, Maddie has definitely surpassed her. I mean, Kaya has surpassed her. Everybody has moved past her, and she's still doing what? I
Yeah, because
mean,
I always hear Michelle talk about certain things that happened in the past between Funky, Kaya. I can't say she really touches on Kaya, but I don't know, probably because Kaya would drag the. But anyway, but yeah, you know what I mean. But when
Kaya
it comes to
read
Maddie,
her.
yeah,
Kaya
and the
dragged
Divas,
her. Okay.
yes, I don't hear them usually mentioning her name. So it's usually her that I hear from. So that's why when TS made that video, I was like, hold on, what the hell did I miss?
Was
Because she
Maddie the
was
only one
dragging
that's going to
her ass.
respond to her? And I've been
Her,
told her to stop respond to her because, you know, good or bad, a response is a response.
yes. And
And you
people were
remember
telling her not to assassin.
when she sued Maddie when that thing went on with her and Kaya, she inserted herself in that. It ain't even
She
had nothing
did.
to do with her. She totally inserted herself with that, and she tried to become cool with Kaya in order to ride that little thing for clout or whatever. But Kaya was like, "Look, B, I'll need you. I'm on my
But you
own,"
see how that
and
turned
that's
out
what
for
made.
her, though, right?
Oh, that
Yes.
didn't turn out well for her, but at the end, um, you know, that's what she inserted her. In the end, she turned around and went and got Andrew Caldwell to bring Andrew Caldwell for the sole purpose of starting some stuff with
Uh,
Maddie, and that didn't go well either.
to drag
So it's
Maddie
like,
and Miss Mary.
right, yeah.
And then he turned
And
around
when
and
that
told
didn't,
on her.
yeah,
Do you remember that?
yeah, yeah. Andrew is scary. Andrew's
But we
scary,
got a
and
lot of
he'll
scary
sue
people
you.
out here, though,
He'll
don't we?
sue you in a minute, but he ain't about that life. He ain't about that life. The only hands he gonna put on is somebody that he's think ain't gonna fight him back. But no, she just one of those ones that she create beef for just to stay relevant, and that's how that was. Now at one point in time, she was the hot it stuff like people like B Scott and all of them. She came out when bloggers first started blogging. Is when she came out, but everybody done surpassed her and kept going, and she stuck in the same thing. So she was trying to get clout, stay relevant, get on some of these TV shows, and it never happened because a lot of the
Especially for
stuff that
somebody
she
that
was
lives in
reporting.
ATL. It's no excuse. You know
Yeah,
what
it's
I
a lot of
mean?
opportunities down there. Yeah.
But
Mhm.
a lot of her stuff wasn't credible. That's the problem. People used her to get mess out there, like say for instance, some of that stuff they were starting on Kia Moore and all that kind of stuff. People used her to get that stuff out there just to smudge Kenya, or if they wanted to do a splatter campaign or something like that. But her stuff was not credible. So that's why, she didn't didn't really get out there like that. People ain't trying to go for that. Just.
Well, I'm gonna say I used to listen to her all the time, but I also used to listen to Kaya and Maddie all the time too. Them was like my three girls. But what made me stop kind of listening to Michelle was because she only stuck to like I don't know what all she talks about now, but it was always the same thing, like the same topic, like the housewives or Nene
But she
or
wants to be a housewife. That's a
almost
housewife. That's
like
why.
it was
That's
the
it.
same thing, like over and over again. I'm like, guys, Portia, Portia, every video, Portia, 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 or Sheree and her house, or the lack of a house, or half built house, or it was like, I was like, God dang, how long can you drag a storyline out? So I just kind of got bored with the storyline. Like, is this just the Housewives TV
Yeah, but you
show?
have to remember why she even was speaking about the housewives. She was speaking about them because it brought back to Sheree, then Bob Whitfield.
And what was the thing with Bob Whitfield? Back to that. Now, allegedly, I heard that she trying to get with him, or was he trying to get with her?
Oh, it ain't no allegedly to it. They did have something going on.
Ooh.
Yeah, they had something going on. I ain't gonna say it was all that deep or whatever. But then the way they were talking is basically she was the paymaster.
What?
Yeah.
That's that she bought. That's what I'm saying. That's when she had money. Like she,
Who?
whatever she had. Yeah, I mean, allegedly she had money, which is how she was supposed to buy her friendships with other people.
Yeah, I mean, I know she doesn't work no 9 to 5. I know she used to work for a company, and she ended up suing them or whatnot, and then she ended up starting her website, and then eventually got on YouTube. But I don't know how much I don't be trying to be in people's pockets, but I do think she makes some pretty good money to ain't have worked in like almost 20 years. Besides doing YouTube and her website, I know her website brings in a lot of money for her. But paying for a man, hell, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, now this is what I was told.
Allegedly.
This is what I was told by somebody that used to go and hang out at, Daniva's house and stuff, right? When Michelle used to be around. And no, this didn't come from Maddie. This is from somebody else that actually used to go to school with Daniva. And they said it is true about Michelle in that odor. They said she can clear out a house.
I was going. I swear to God, Shell. I was gonna ask you about that. I was gonna bring it up because I was like, I wonder sometimes is the stories true, or is that just a low blow, a low?
I don't think it's a low blow because somebody that I know, I've been known for quite a while, has never told me something that's not credible. And they said they have been at that house before, and she has came there, and they said from across the room you can smell her.
What?
This
That's
person
a
don't have
very
no reason to
strong
lie.
scent. Man. If somebody can smell you across the room, then that means your nose hair should be on fire from your own scent.
I think she's probably immune to it.
Straight up, Kai from Liverpool.
I always wondered that was
Straight
they
up.
just saying that just to be funny? Was they just saying,
No.
you know how some people just make up shit just because they just want to just make up something real foul about you? Either because they don't really know too much about you, or they just, you know how there's shows on the YouTube stream,
Right.
just lie about shit.
Well, I think that for her personally, she probably doesn't realize that it's as bad as it is. You know what I mean? Because she's walking around with that all day. So she probably doesn't realize that it smells that bad. She's probably just used to the scent.
And she's always looking like, I mean, I ain't saying she's the most well dressed, but she's always dressed nice, hair nice, nails done. I mean,
That's too
but then we
bad,
keep hearing
though.
that she has this odor, and I'm like, so a lot of people, when like, okay, I ain't gonna say she has made a lot of people not like TS, but like when this stuff did happen between them, a lot of people got on her side, people got on TS side, and some things they say that they don't like about TS is the fact that she does talk about women's body parts or under people's skirts, in that type of manner. So we do like talk about the men in the B sector who do that as well. A lot of people don't like it, but me, it's like when you beefing and what you fight, I don't. That's just me. If you beefing and you fighting, I'ma drag everything about you. It don't matter. It just don't matter. So I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just have a problem with
So
men that think they're supposed to be jumping up in women's faces. Roasting and gagging is one thing, but acting like you want to break bad or you want to fight somebody, that's a whole different level.
Right.
That I have a problem with.
I do too. Cause I'm like, hey, if it's that bad, hey, you want to see my man? Y'all want to holler at each other out in the street? Y'all want to holler
I
at
don't
each
want
other
to
out
do
in the street?
that.
I remember a long time ago when I was growing up, that was the thing we did in our family. If the dudes had an issue with a female, they would call one of us cousins or all of us. And when we had issues with a dude, we would call the boy cousins or our brothers. So it was never like a dude about to sit here and argue and fight with us. You know what I mean? We did. That's how we did growing up. And it was many times I was all up in. I remember going to girls' houses. I didn't know who the hell they were because I heard you got beef with my cousin. What's up, child? We was roguish. We was ghetto. But as far as the internet and the B sector, social media, I don't think there's. Only thing I don't really like is when people drag people kids. I think that's about the only thing I really don't like. But you can't tell people what to do. You can say your mamas. I don't give a damn about none of that stuff. But the kids, that's the one thing I hate. But again, you can't tell people how to fight.
I think everybody has become desensitized. So it's like, oh, I know when I first heard something about a kid, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But now it's like, you know what I mean? People's dead family members are up for grabs, children are up for grabs, men fighting with women is up for grabs. It's whatever's up for grabs.
It is whatever was for grabs. And Denise said Michelle can't seem to move on. She makes a lot of videos about Maddie, Funky, and Candy. At this point, it's redundant. And I was just saying, Denise, that I thought all that was done and over with. So when I saw Maddie make that video, and I mean, she was dragging. She called her all kind of Gary Coleman's. Told her 5 years from now she's still gonna be laid up in her closet.
Check this out, though. Y'all remember Coming to America in the barbershop scene where they say Rocky Marciano, that's day one. That's day one. They always talk about Rocky Marciano. That's what she remind me of. That's day one. That's her one. She come for Maddie because that's her one. That's her meal ticket. That's her click of view. That's the one that gets their attention or what have you. She don't have anything else. Nothing else is keeping her relevant because no one is reaching for her. But now she knows that she comes from Maddie and gets that attention. And Maddie does come back for her. That's gonna create some people want to go see who is this person that she's talking about, and that's
Yeah,
gonna get her
because a lot
some
of people are saying that in
attention.
the chat, Sislo. A lot of
Right?
people are saying in
Nobody.
Maddie's chat, who is she talking about? And I'm like,
Who is
y'all
she talking?
definitely ain't been following Maddie long enough because y'all would definitely know when she said Gary Coleman, what you talking about,
Exactly.
Willis?
Exactly.
She
So you
knows
know
who
how they say there's no bad press. There's no bad press if there, any press is good press. Well, that brings her clicks of views. She knows what to do to get her thing, herself out there. She has no legs to stand on, and it's too bad because with the knowledge that she has in the things that she's been doing for so long, she could have recreated her brand or anything and found something other to do than to come out and to just aggravate somebody that ain't bothered. Maddie done surpassed her doing some of everything. And like she said, I came from walking the streets, doing my thing, out here doing my thing, porn, sell myself, and I was determined I was gonna make myself a millionaire. And she did what she did, and she
and she
still moving
did.
forward. She done
She
been
said
on
when she was
Fox.
walking on the streets,
She
it
done
was
been
gonna be a
on
million.
Bravo. She
Mhm.
done been on A&E or whatever the other channels are. We TV rather. She doing her thing
Her
in
voice is in the
movies.
Beyonce video. I
You
mean
hear
Beyonce
me?
song. Like
You
she
hear
she
me? And
yeah.
she's steady on. And she's steady going on. Doing her thing. Where you at? Where you at?
Yeah.
Still in your closet.
The bottom
Making
line
them
is she
same
wants to
video.
be. She
She
wants to
wanna
be
be.
in the places and spaces that Maddie is. She wants to be in
Don't
the
even.
places and spaces that Dineva is in. People can
Mhm.
say whatever they want to say about him, but look at some of the things that he has participated in. All she has is that website in that YouTube channel. Other than that,
That's
that's it.
Yeah,
that's
and
her
that's
That's
one.
it.
why Maddie was saying, 5 years from now, she's still gonna be laid out in her closet with all them big ass shoes behind her. I was cracking up. But again, don't
Special
get me
order.
wrong. I like listening to. I watch Michelle every now and then, and I watch Maddie every now and then.
I do
So
not
I
watch
don't
Michelle.
like really dislike either one of them. I'm all about content and commentary because both of them do a lot of trending news, different topics, but Maddie does more trending national news. Michelle does more like trending in her area
Atlanta news.
type of news. But some of the stuff still be interesting and I watch because I want to, hear what the tea is or whatever. But as far as Maddie, she's right. She's moved on up. And again, I don't hear her ever like really talk about Michelle. So I just be confused sometimes. Like, why does you keep rehashing and keep rehashing? I did hear her one time, Shells. I don't know if you heard her say this before, but she said she will never stop talking about what Funky did. And I
Of
was
course
like,
you
you
won't.
ain't got your money, you done been paid. This y'all
Hmm.
relationship ended 1,000 years
Right,
ago.
but that's her. That's her one.
I mean, if she
That's
don't
that
talk
lady.
about that,
She
what else
got
is she gonna talk
to
about
about.
that anybody's gonna listen
Right.
to?
She has nothing. She has nothing.
Child. I hate to think that she just doing it just to get some extra clicks and views. Like Maddie said, you ain't got the numbers. Like what a piece of me saying numbers.
I can't even
Take
pronounce
a
it.
good
However, she
job.
says the numbers, the
I
numbers,
can't get
the
numbers.
numbers.
Probably nimber.
Yeah, they got that Florida accent on numbers.
Um, I just wanted to go on her page because it's been that long since I've even seen, her channel, and I went over there. Michelle not even at 100,000 subscribers, and this lady been at it for how many? Let me go look and see when the heck her first
Yeah,
video
she got.
was up
I was
here.
just looking at that the other day. I think she said it was like what 90 or something.
92.
Yeah, 92. And ATS like almost at 200 or more.
And not only that,
Million.
Maddie lost
She
her
over the
channel not
million.
too long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
When
right. She
She
did
had to
lose a channel. She
restart.
had to start all over.
Yeah, start over. She over a million now.
um,
I think.
Yeah,
and
Maddie
also,
did have to start all over, but Maddie got
Mhm.
197,000.
yeah, and also Maddie didn't get her start on YouTube. That's another thing. Like Maddie
Right.
got her start on what was it, Keep Kick or something, one of them little apps or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Um and wherever you start off at, wherever you get your core people from,
Mm-hmm.
then I think usually you will continue to grow on that particular platform. But Michelle, it's always been her website and YouTube. So what's the problem? Now I'll give her credit because back when I was making videos to Michelle had about like 10,000. Michelle hasn't been on YouTube that long as far as like really doing commentary. Let me see,
Yeah,
popular.
because people kept begging her to get on YouTube, and she refused to do it. And then finally, she got on there, and then some of her channels kept getting taken, and she kept starting over. And that's why she created. That's one thing I got from her. She created all these different channels, and then she would go on like these streaming systems and stream live from each one at the same time, like using StreamYard or something. I got that from her. And so
Yeah.
then I started doing it um, in our little area. And then people started realizing what I was doing. And they even would mention me. They'd be like, the hood table. Yeah, I got this from her. She be streaming to Facebook and everywhere at the same time. But yeah, I got that from her. But
I'm
yeah.
looking on her page right now, and it is all girl. It is a whole Dineva show, girl. A year
Yeah.
ago, and then she makes sure that she gets the picture of him looking the most craziest or the face expression
Mhm.
and screenshots that for her thumbnail. It's just like, really?
And that's why I was thinking, like, and I guess when you see that type of stuff, you will think that something done popped off.
No.
Because that's what I was looking like. Why is she bringing like what was the title of the one with Funky? Let me go back over here.
You talking about the one from like a year ago?
Hold on, let me see.
Because it says Michelle Atlien Brown responds to Funky Dineva, let it all out. And then it says Michelle Atlien Brown responds to Funky Dineva's apology.
Uh-huh.
And I think he even
And
tried
he
to
was
apologize
cute.
to her, just hoping she would move on.
He
But
did. I remember that he
Mm-hmm.
did. He
not
said,
her.
Yep.
he came on live
Yep.
and he said, I am
Mm-hmm.
sorry. He said, I am so sorry. I mean, he was like really apologized. He said, please,
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to be happy. I just want you to forgive me. I
Mm-hmm.
remember that. I remember that.
Yep.
But yeah, up and down her timeline, that she got one up here. Why is Funky the
And
Neva
then
scared of
and
real
then
me?
she
Like
don't like the fact that
I
he's
really thought some
blown up.
good
He's
shit had come
everywhere.
up.
Yes,
But I
he
Yeah,
guess
is
that's
I
how he
everywhere.
is.
mean, let me tell you
He
something.
got
If I
the
lived in
TGI
Atlanta,
Friday.
I would be
I'm
doing
sorry, go
this
ahead,
for
baby.
real. No, I was just saying, if I was in Atlanta, I would be doing this for real. It's no excuse for anybody on YouTube that wants to do this. And if they live in that area, you have so many opportunities as far as like with interviews with people and stuff like
Uh-huh.
that. So I just, mm-mm.
You know what? That's what people were saying about Rico
Oh, about him being in
I
New
want to
York.
quarter. I
when he
want to
moved to
quarter the
New York.
market where I'm at in Detroit because ain't nobody really doing that
Yeah,
here.
I mean, I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, and how many interviews have I had, y'all, in my
A
city? And
lot.
I ain't nobody. I mean, I ain't gonna say I
Yeah.
ain't nobody, but I ain't nobody
A
like
lot.
these big ass YouTubers. I didn't interview so many people in my city. It's like I feel you. I wouldn't be stuck on one particular contact. I mean, like tunnel vision. I'd be all out there in the streets, and there's so many popular famous people in those cities. But as far as Rico, I thought that's what he was probably gonna be doing too when he first got there, especially when he went to see Angela. He was just so excited and ecstatic about that, and I was like, that's gonna be where it turns. That's gonna be his big turn. You know what I mean? Like, okay, I'm in the Big Apple. All these people here. I'm a YouTuber, but I don't know. Shit. Hell, is he still even in New York?
He's still in New York. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause I know he had when he was online with his mom. I couldn't remember if his mom was visiting him or if he was visiting his mom
Yeah, she
or
was visiting him.
oh, okay, okay. Well, thanks y'all for filling in the gaps for me because I was so fucking confused, like so confused. And Maddie, she was looking just all beautiful and all pretty and things, and she was just on the red carpet and the things, and she started to show up, and then she was talking about the Whitney movie, the premiere. She was on the red carpet, and then all of a sudden she just started going in on Michelle, Nat Ragley, Gorilla McGilla. I was like, oh my damn, what happened? What
And,
happened?
and let me
What
say this
happened?
too, too. Let me say this too. It does not help the fact that Maddie is a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful
Yes.
trans woman. She's very, very pretty. And some cisgender women or or,
Oh
or,
no!
or,
Don't say
or
that word now, sister. You gonna get them. You gonna get the people mad now. Don't say
Oh
cisgender
Lord,
okay,
now.
yeah. You know how some
okay,
women
They
don't
gonna
like
get mad
okay.
with you.
Let me correct this.
have them all in my damn
Some
comment section.
listen, well, listen. Take it from my head and on my heart. Some women that are transgender women versus a woman like myself. Some of them can't handle the fact that a trans woman is as beautiful as she is, and a lot of people just can't deal with that, and
Hey,
they can't deal
Vibrant.
with the attention that they can't even deal with the attention that she gets because. So some people are some females are really upset about that.
You know,
Who
I
she
go
think she
hard for
is?
Maddie because you
Who
know
she?
what? She gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She really does. And you have some people that will have 5,000 subscribers and they got a big old head. But this is a person who should be like braggadocious, and she's not. So
Yeah,
I
she
give
got
her
it
a
from
lot
the
of.
mud. I mean, we
I
talking about
respect the
the
hustle.
mud, walking the streets, porn video. I mean, she got it from
I
the mud.
respect the hustle. I respect the hustle.
Yeah,
I really
I
do.
do too.
See,
I
the
do
hardest
too.
working woman in the joke.
I
But
I don't
respect
know.
her
She's
hustle too, and
up
now
with it.
she on TV. Oh, she did say that her TV show is going in for a season two. It did get approved for season two, so I'm looking forward to watching that. But yeah, I just wanted to hear what you guys had to say about this because I really thought it was a new beef. I mean, not a new beef, but you know what I mean. I just
Mm-mm.
thought it. I was like, oh shit, I've been sleeping on these two. What the hell going on
On
now?
Michelle's obituary, it will have something in there too, Maddie and Funky Dineva. Okay, it ain't
Oh,
never going in. Period. It's not like, sister, am I lying? Is she ever gonna let this go? No,
mm-mm,
she's not.
no,
well,
that's
who
a
is that in the
little bit.
chat that said Michelle? Hey, Denise. China Moore said, yeah, she ain't going nowhere out that closet. But Denise said, she can't move. Yeah, she said she can't move on. And then she said Michelle's constantly talking about Maddie. She started the lie talking about Cookie Tookie only for the purpose of dragging Maddie because her and Cookie had beef. And then she
Be
said,
right.
"Oh, and she is a mouthpiece for Nene Leaks. That's why she stays dragging Candy." Okay,
Yeah.
I never thought of her as a mouthpiece for Nene.
Well,
Hmm.
see, this is what it is. When you have something to lose, you can't say whatever you say to whoever you want to say it to. So yes, Michelle
Mm-hmm.
is used as a mouthpiece for other people because what does she have to lose? Nothing.
Hmm. Yeah.
You have
I,
nothing to
I see that.
lose.
I see that. I see that.
And see, I
Mm-hmm.
always tell my moms like, to ignore a person like her because they will push you. They'll push you to say something to them. And then when you say something to them and you're in certain spaces, people will say, well, wait a minute. You threatened this or you said this. You know what I mean? And then it
Mm-hmm.
could end certain opportunities. So I don't think she's worth responding to because a person like Michelle does throw rocks and hides her hands. So
Mm-hmm.
um now I want to touch on this real quick before you go. Cookie Tookie, right?
Uh huh.
Is it
Mm-hmm.
me or is it anybody else that I find it weird that Cookie Tookie was on live like a day before she passed away? Where's the proof that Cookie Tookie is dead?
But she really in her
Oh.
funeral. They had a funeral and everything. Her sister
Oh, they
is
had
a
the funeral already?
yeah, yeah. Her the funeral was this weekend.
Was it
But
live?
Oh.
she was already, she was in the hospital, but she signed herself out. But she even said on her live that, she was talking about how she wanted to be buried and all this, that, and the other. She was really sick. She had, on top of other things, allegedly, she had heart failure, just heart failure, and she had cirrhosis of the liver, all the other kinds of. So she really was sick. She had been sick for a very long time. And like I
Oh.
remember watching
Yeah, I
her
mean, I
back
knew
in
she
the
was sick. I
summer.
just think it's weird.
Yeah. So no, she was really sad. Yeah, she was in the hospital. She was doing lives from in the hospital and stuff like that. Because I would go find her and look her up. And I know other people in the LGBT community that knows her personally. And Carl Hill, my play nephew, and he knows her personally. He hung out when he picked her up and everything. Him and Savannah Garcia, all of them, and they all. It's true. She really is gone, but the way she passed away, it seemed all of a sudden to other people, but she been sick for a minute. She been really sick for a minute, but she just wouldn't. She was battling with alcoholism, with her mental state, with the other issues that she was battling. So yeah, she
Yeah.
wasn't getting the help she needed, but she had pneumonia and
Oh wow.
COVID. So it
Oh,
was
Oh,
like
I
when
didn't
she
know
was out
she
of the
had
hospital.
that. Okay.
see,
Yeah.
I didn't
So when
know
she was
anything
caught,
because I don't follow her. So when they said
yeah,
Cookie took me
you can go on her
passed
sister. Her
away,
sister's name is Leela
I was
James. She
like,
on
oh, that's too bad. I mean, I didn't really follow her, but whenever
yeah,
somebody passes away, you always like, you know, rest in
yeah,
peace,
'cause
my
they
condolences, prayers to the family.
they shipped her
Wow.
body back from California back to Philly or whatever. So she
I'm
was
gonna try to look and see if I can see any the funeral because I understand her being sick and I knew she had been sick, but
go on her
I mean
sister's page. Go on her
on
sister's
Instagram
page.
or
You can
YouTube.
see Instagram. Her name is Leela James.
Okay.
Lella
Denise
Lella
said,
James.
Denise said, I thought
And
the family only
her
raised 2K through a GoFundMe and it wasn't enough to pay for the funeral, so they canceled the funeral. Other YouTubers are reporting that. Oh,
Child.
yeah,
they can only
but
raise
they have
2K for
yeah a
Cookie.
lot of people because girl, it's because of everything that's surrounding it. That's how it is though. That's how it is. When my brother died or whatever, it's like that. It's like that. People help who they want to help. But
Yeah.
But
yeah,
she
and
said
because
she was feeling that she wasn't going to be able to be buried and stuff. She had said that. I remember she
she
said
said
that.
that on one of the lives, exactly. She
Hmm.
said that I know I'm not
I
gonna be able
remember
to
that.
get this. I know. Yeah, she said that, and her sister was trying to get her to come home
So she didn't
before
have
she
no
died,
funeral insurance or none of
but
that, no burial
she ain't
insurance.
had none of that stuff. No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
But her
wow.
sister
Well,
was trying to
she
get
had
her to
been
come home.
homeless for like the longest time, you know?
Oh,
Right,
see, I didn't
right.
even know. I mean, the last thing I don't follow her, but like sometimes you just hear stuff like, remember when they was doing a lot of commentary one time when she was on the corner. She was in
Oh
the
yeah.
video. She was
Yeah.
on the corner, and something had happened, and everybody was doing commentary on that video, and that's when I like kind of realized who she was or was introduced to
Mm,
her. But after that, I never really,
And it's
you
sad
know,
because she's very smart. You know what I mean? She's very smart, but she definitely was
mm,
suffering with, mental health issues as well as,
psychosis, yeah,
substance abuse.
yeah.
Um,
and all the stuff
so
that came with it. Yeah, with selling herself and all that kind of stuff. And then she wasn't always
Maybe that's why her and Maddie were so cool because Maddie kind of walked the same, you know, walked the same paths
I don't
when
know
she
about them
was.
being all that cool.
Well, not. I wouldn't say they cool, but
No, they
like
used to beef
they
too. They
weren't.
used to beef too.
Yeah, they
Maddie just
weren't
didn't
like
really respond to her every time because I think she
right.
understood that there's some other stuff going on. Now,
Yeah, they used to
unfortunately,
be cool, but now it's like Maddie didn't really have it for her. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
And it's really unfortunate because you have a lot of these people who they have what it takes to be huge or whatever, but they don't know how to capitalize and actually make the money the right way. And then they bring other people around who basically take advantage of them. So all the money that they're earning goes to, somebody else. Like Shamar. Shamar's a prime example of someone who could be making tons of money on social media, but that's really not what's going on. Like everybody else is profiting off of him, but him.
right. Yeah, and Denise said they wasn't cool. They was beefing. Yeah, I remember a time when they were, where they seemed to be cool, like a long, long, long time ago. But I do know that as of late, that Maddie didn't really have it for her, and people were even doing commentary about when she did pass, and Maddie was like, people was expecting her to do some type of, I don't know, on her channel, pay respects or I don't know, and people kind of forgot that they were not cool anymore. But I don't know.
I
People
don't
just
think
think that
nobody
just because you
forgot.
are, well, I mean, because for some reason people wanted her to do commentary. They're like, Maddie didn't say nothing, no rest in peace, no, nothing like that. And I'm like, is it the fact that they think that because y'all from the community or whatnot?
That's exactly what it
That,
is. Just
yeah,
like every time something happens with transgender person or whatever, they automatically assume that Maddie should speak out about it or she should do something about it. But it's like
right,
that's
yep.
an unfair expectation to put on her, because when they decide to jump up on her, how many transgender people, and I'm not saying that none of them don't have her back, but a lot of them, they don't like her for whatever reason. She hasn't necessarily done anything to them, but yeah,
I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
just the level. Maddie just leveled up. Oh, leveled up on a whole bunch of people. And nobody, I mean, I ain't gonna say nobody. I need to stop doing that. But a lot of people, I'll say that, a lot of people back in the day could have never imagined her to be where she is now. Even though
Right.
Maddie always said, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have me a mansion, she always spoke, things into fruition. But people still hate on her.
Right.
Because I think it has to do a lot with her past. Like, what else could it have? What else? Because as far as I don't always hear on social media something that she's done horrible to somebody. The only
Yeah.
person who, for years, I've been following her for years, and I don't really hear anybody jump on social media and say this horrible thing happened to me from her. So I think a lot of
No,
people
no, because remember they tried to lie on her and say that she drugged them and everything in the basement and all that other kind of stuff.
But
You know,
see, that to me again, that's a show. That's a I mean, like in real life, like she done stole from you. She slept with your man. She, stuff like that. I think it has a lot to do with her street cred, where she comes from and who she used to be. That's
right.
what I think it has a lot to do. Like this girl, she was a whore. She was this. She was, she on porno. She, and they just can't fathom her becoming the successful woman she is.
Yeah. They also have a problem with people who live their truth. And she's
Yeah,
who she is and she's not gonna apologize for it to her
yeah,
mother, yes. For someone to say doesn't respect women is wrong. Yeah.
yeah. Maddie shows
And her
up.
mother is so sweet, like her mother is just the sweetest person.
I don't think Maddie disrespects women. It's just like certain people. If you got beef, like I said, sometimes it's to the dirt. With a lot of people, it don't matter if you're gay, straight, bi, fluid, or whatever. If I'm beefing with you, it's whatever. It's to the dirt. So I don't think
Yeah.
that she disrespects women. As a matter of fact, she done worked with so many different women, like, and supported. So, child, I don't know. But then again, I don't know these people in their real lives. We just go by what we see on social media.
Yeah. And I think that's the thing. I think a lot of people do judge her by what they see or what they heard, and they've never given her a chance to, and maybe they don't have the connection to get to know her that way. I don't know, but I
Yeah,
just know that from what I know, it's nothing of the things that people say about her. She's one of the most loyal people that I know. You know what I mean? She is very, very loyal. She's a
hmm,
really good person, and she doesn't hate women or any of that stuff that other people say about her. That's not who she is.
yeah. And Denise said Michelle Brown said in her lie that Maddie had cookies GoFundMe removed. Michelle will blame Maddie for everything. And China, hey China, they don't think that a former porn star should be where she. Right, 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 right. And Herb Saint said, facts. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and share the video. Um, yeah, but it is what it is. I guess some people is going to. We see it in the B sector. We see people. throwing up old shit, always putting somebody's name out who they ain't even thinking about them because they want them to jump on it. They want them to jump at it and grab it so they can have this ongoing, people have these ongoing views. Not that they're not getting views already, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Somebody else started a GoFundMe, other than her sister. So they had to shut that one down because somebody else, you
Um,
know how people will jump up and when somebody else a celebrity pass or something like that,
And
people
they
go
create a
start a
fake
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Right. And that's what I know that's something like that happened. But I don't know anything about. I know Maddie care about them doing a GoFundMe. It ain't stopping her bag at all.
that's one
Yeah,
thing about
Mm-mm,
her. She ain't got time to do no nonsense like that.
I
mm-mm.
know
Mm-mm.
that's right. But y'all, okay, so this this latest Maddie drag video, again, she had started talking about Whitney. So I did want to finish the video or show on that. She did get to go to the premiere. She was on the red carpet. She, chumming it up with a lot of the celebrities down there and stuff. I mean, Monica, all the singers and entertainers down there. I wanted to ask y'all, the other part of this live was called, are you guys excited about the new Whitney biopic? Like, how do you guys feel? Are you going to go see it? I know I am, but some people is like, oh my God, how many movies are they going to make off this lady? And, I don't need
I
to
feel
see,
like
and, you know.
I could wait till to be honest. I mean, um,
Mm. Well, I think
it's
after
just
watching
I,
PS talk about it, I'm really, really, really excited to go see it because of the simple fact that they said they didn't really go into really strong details or storylines about her being gay. But Maddie said as soon as the movie came on, they basically kicked in the door with that shit. Like
Oh
they
Lord.
made it very well known. Like all these years, people been, is her best friend really her girlfriend? Because in the last movie, they kind of made it seem like something was going on.
But see, I don't like that though. When they do that, when the person is no longer here to defend themselves.
Hmm.
Not saying that it's a lie or whatever, but I feel like if that's something that she wanted out there, she should have been able to put that out there. I just think it's wrong that
right.
once she's gone, then everybody has a story to tell. That's just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like if
I feel you.
she was, and she ain't. But whose business is it anyway? Like, what am I gonna do with it one way or the other? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who she screw ain't gonna make me have no orgasm. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. It's her business.
Right.
That's her
But you know how
business. I
people
just
are.
don't get
People,
it.
just the same way we talk about celebrities and gossip on here, people we want to know. I mean, that's just the way of the world. We sit up here and talk about all kind of celebrities all the time. We be wanting to know shit. But I mean, I think a lot of people, as far as the gay thing, of course, nobody would have probably looked at her any differently. I mean, Whitney was like our everything. She could have been. She could have had 4 husbands and 3 wives.
well, I
You know.
think at one
I
point
mean,
in her
it's
life she
like
could have, but not at the point when she at the point where she was at like Brown and stuff like that. I don't
Yeah.
think she could have done whatever she wanted to do without being judged for it. But I think when she
Yeah.
was the pop
The pre-drug,
princess,
the pre-crack, the
right,
pre-whatever.
right,
Yeah.
right. I think then she could have, but later on, people were already dogging her out every chance that they got.
It's just. I don't know. This is like one of the saddest stories in Celebrityville. Like the things that happened to her, they didn't. I heard they didn't talk about her being sexually abused. They didn't bring that into this new movie, but just the fact that she was on drugs, she passed away. Then her daughter. I mean, it's like the shit that happened in that family alone is still really sad to a lot of people. So a lot of people still kind of cling to her. Like if they made another Tupac movie or another, a certain celebrity that people just cling to, they still don't want to believe they're gone. They don't want to let go of them, and everything about them. So I
Man,
would have thought before this movie, I would have never thought they would do another Whitney movie. Like why? We done already had like what we have, the
right.
Lifetime miniseries. We had the movie, the Bobby Brown series. I
Bobby
mean,
Brown,
yeah.
the weird Houston's, and if
Uh-huh.
anything, y'all want to talk about where money, who's spending that money on it,
Child.
who got some money that can buy.
But Maddie said, make sure y'all really be looking for Pat, because they said the Pat that they got on there. They said, okay, Maddie had put a roll of paper towels, white paper towels, next to her black freight phone that she be using, and she said, the black phone is the real Pat, and this white paper towel is who they had acting in the movie. And she said,
Oh
I kept looking and
wow.
looking like, where's Pat? Where's Pat? And she said, I don't understand. She said she really wants to speak to the real one, have her on her show for an interview, because she's like, come on now, why the hell they got some lady 10 times lighter than you
And
playing?
I wonder if they're gonna talk about Nick.
Oh, child. Let me read these comments. Okay. Denise said, no, I will not go. No, I won't go see Whitney. And y'all, I just saw a gift set of Whitney's perfume at Walmart. What? Fader Parks put a picture of Mac Whitney makeup, and Whitney never had either line. The family using her name. Oh,
Mm.
maybe there's some bills that need to be paid. Because, I mean,
Girl,
Whitney, she did have a lot of money, but she was smoking a lot of it up. So, who really
she
knows how
still
much
had a whole lot of money. Her estate was still well, and after she passed, that catalog went up. That's how it was even with Michael Jackson. The day after Michael
So,
Jackson passed, that catalog increased. All
so
that
why do they
McGinney getting another
uh,
album. Mm-mm.
so why would they just need to use her name to make money then?
Because they
Because
can.
the basically she was the one that was living to constantly earn more money and for that money to make money, and she's not here anymore. So, it's one thing to have, money
Her
that's left
steady
over.
belting out hit.
Right.
Right.
Now,
So
and then
they're
on
gonna try
top
to
of
milk
that,
it for all what it's worth. She's ticket, basically. She was their meal ticket in life
and who
and
was
death.
left the money? Like after her daughter passed
That's
away,
what I
and then it
said. That's what
automatically
I
go to
said.
her. Did it automatically go to her
It
her
probably went to
mom?
her
Or,
Mama,
mother. Mm-hmm.
mm,
because
wow.
Pat was trying to get it. Her dad died.
Yeah, they
She wasn't
said,
giving
but
her brother nothing because her brother was just as on drugs as she was.
oh, I'm sorry, am I breaking up?
You were for a
Do I
You
minute,
just
were
but
go
you
out?
good
breaking up. The
now.
only time I had wrote that, everything you were saying was chopped up. But yeah, you're better now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I can back out, but yeah, I'm sure she probably has still a lot of money left. But yeah, Denise said, that Whitney didn't handpick that perfume or makeup colors. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, child. Well, I already got me and my homegirls. I took off of work next week so I can go before Christmas. And me and a few of my homegirls, we gonna all go together and check it out. And then after we do that, I'm gonna come up here and give you guys my opinion. So hopefully a lot of people will be able to see it when it first come out, because the premiere was the other day, but the movie actually comes out for everybody on Thursday. Just in case somebody else wants to see it. We're looking forward to
If
it.
you really want like
And
a
we can
million
listen
dollar
to
bill. Oh,
I
oh.
wanna dance with somebody.
Uh,
Ooh, I want
So
somebody.
just in case, Michelle, don't forget, honey. I need you to I need you to get with you because I'm going to support the the health and well-being
Oh, she needs
business.
some weed pills, Shells. That's what she's trying to say.
Yeah, we had
I,
talked about the other day, and then something
we
happened. I had
talked
to go
about it
to
already. We talked about it
Oh no,
already,
Shells, I need
honey.
to talk to you
And she got new
also.
client. She got some
I need
clients
to talk to
too.
Shells also because after you finish all these OG triple OG panels, you need to bring some of us people on there who are not beefers.
No, I
But
have something.
but
I have
but
you okay, so
enjoy
you weren't
okay.
at the meeting, but I have something that's not even that has nothing to do with people who are beefing. But the only reason why I'm not talking about it publicly is because you know what people are doing. They're doing copying and pasting.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what's going on. But yeah.
Well,
I
if
would
you
say
need
why
me for
can't us
anything,
onlookers who've been around the entire time get a show?
if you
No, no,
need
no,
me from
no.
anything, my number is seven
You better not
seven
put your number up
seven
on
You
here.
better
nine
not put your number.
eleven seven
Then she be
seven
like, what's
seven
that girl
ninety
named Chat Rep
three
doxing herself?
867
But you know what?
5309.
Let me tell you how I feel about that situation, right?
Oh
Chat
Lord.
rep cussed me out and took me off her panel, but guess what? Cussed her out or anything. I think it's certain situations that you see and you know that something isn't, you know what I mean? And I just think to actually beat up on that person, I don't know. Like I guess it would just take a lot for me to come at her in that way, you know?
Yeah.
So she still comes in my chat, not so I don't have an issue with it, but yeah.
Well, so is she cool with Brianna again? Because the other day they was like going at it about chat, and I think actually Bree she had a few words for a lot of people regarding like, and I was going okay. I wasn't planning on speaking on beef sector at all this show, but I just gotta ask y'all one thing. Like, okay, as far as Bree and the video and everything, some of the people who have done commentary on it, she was kind of coming at them because she's like, why would you guys post the picture of the store? You know, y'all know what happened to that rapper at the bakery and people got shot up. And I was like, huh? Like she said, y'all putting the people lives in danger at the Scramp chicken place joint and maybe their customers. I was so confused by that. I'm like, I don't know. I guess she just really wants the pictures and the videos down because I'm like, hold up, what? Ain't nobody life. Your life ain't even in danger. Like, okay,
I kind of understand what she's saying. Because that's what I
but
was
how
saying
is
the
the
other day.
restaurant owners' lives could be in danger because people doing commentary on that?
Well, she was using that as an example about what happened with Young Dolph when he put up and he was at Makita's Cookies or whatever. They knew where to find him. So they keep putting up her whereabouts. They know what I said. The same thing. Why would you follow that girl and put where she going and all this, that, and the other like that? If I was like people just randomly posting pictures of me going out buying my tampons or whatever, well, I don't use it anymore. But
But
anyway, you know what I'm saying?
again,
It wouldn't be,
I
I
kind of
want
get that. But I kind of get
to.
that. But again, when other people's videos are put out there and they in specific areas, stores, salons, gas stations, or whatever, they get their whole life and do commentary on it for weeks and weeks and months, and still doing commentary on certain people who were caught on video out in public. So again, I ask, like, what does that have anything like? Okay, you were caught on video. Several people in the B sector have been caught on video, but it's like she wants people to stop doing commentary, stop putting the pictures up for thumbnails, stop doing da 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 for the sake of other customers or but wasn't nobody saying that about certain other people out there in stores and stuff. You know, y'all see what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of people is like, who was that? Out Shells, I don't know how you feel about Troy. But
Troy
he said,
Allen,
yeah, he said is what that shit he said is par for the taking. How that expression go?
par for the course.
Yeah, par for the course. Like this is what you expect in the B sector. This type of shit can happen to you if you don't want to be in the B sector. You don't want to be caught on videos, woo, 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 then you shouldn't do it. And a lot of people are saying the same
But I
shit.
said that too. I said the same thing, and I feel. I mean, when it comes to her, I'm done with that. I don't have nothing to say about that. Her, nothing, none of that.
Oh, I
But
forgot. Y'all did have a
but
little.
um
Yeah, I forgot
but
about.
but what I will say, and I said, I expect when I step out the door, there's somebody could be doing whatever. It. I know it comes along with this right here.
Yeah.
Does it make it right? No. But you can't say you want to be YouTube famous or internet famous and then say, but I don't, I mean, because what about celebrities? You think they want to be recorded every time they step out the house?
Right. That's
So
a
either you
I
want
feel.
to do it or you don't want to do it. Which one is it?
And
You
you
know?
can't like laugh at somebody getting something done to them like that and make it like commentary and gags and all that. And then when it happened to you, that's the only thing I really hate about the B sector. And I'm not a beefer, but I've been following this shit from the before the creation of it. And it's like the fake outrage, the uh what am I trying to say? The
Democracy
fake
and
out
everything else.
yeah, the fake outrage and how people it's like, okay, if somebody get hit by a car and you up there, ha 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 ha, but the hypocrisy, and then when you get hit by a car, oh, woe is me, why are y'all laughing? I could have been. It's like the hypocrisy in the B sector gets on my nerves. Like we have all these
It's
clicks and things, all
exhausting.
these clicks and things who do all kind of different stuff and commentary on different things, but as soon as shit happen to them, it's like, come on now. It's like I don't want to call it
Yeah.
karma.
I just say if you don't want to be doxxed, definitely don't be over here at all or on YouTube,
Right.
period, because it's going to happen to you. So if you're opposed to it, and I'm not saying that people have to like it, but it just goes along with it. When it comes as far as like people recording or taking pictures of people out in public, it goes along with it. So if that's something that terrifies a person, then it's probably best to log off and not be on here.
Yeah.
Happen. It's nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is prepare yourself. In the words of, since we're talking about her, in the words of Maddie, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And then you don't have
Yep.
anything to worry about.
Yep. And if y'all see me outside in some sweatpants or some jeans and a t-shirt, a hoodie and a baseball cap, don't even say shit. My hair might not be done. I don't care.
Sure.
I
I
don't
don't
care.
care.
Because that's me
I
all
don't
day, every day, child. If you catch me all dressed up in fancy smancy shit, then somebody must have took the real Tanya and put somebody else in their place. But yeah, that's all I wanted to discuss tonight. Mainly
Yeah, I
the
mean, I was given some
yeah.
status that had got out, and I don't even know if it's true or not, but the person, somebody worked at the pharmacy, and then they had kind of like leaked that information out or whatever. So you have to think about it. If you're quote unquote so-called popular or whatever, you could be at the you could be going to the CVS to go get your medication. You have to think that what if,
Well,
because you
you know
know what
what?
it is.
You know what? I work in insurance, and it's national. I work in insurance, and I done seen, honest to God, I done seen celebrity names, and I done seen family members I done seen people that I grew up with. I honestly have seen relatives close enough to me, without saying who they are, close enough to me, and see something just, oh my God, this made me cry. And I can't say shit to nobody.
Right.
Like, can't say shit to nobody. Like, imagine you working, I'm gonna just give y'all a scenario. Imagine you work at an insurance company for medical, and you go come across an insurance claim for your brother or your cousin or your
Right.
auntie, and they're dying. But you can't say nothing. And at every event that you go to, birthday parties, church, whatever, you can't say nothing. So whoever leaked that information, not only is it against HIPAA laws, but there's morals. You have to have morals when you have those type of jobs. And I know that people used to say allegedly that what's Sean I know you don't like that name. What's the lady who got him a car? What's her, or helped him get a car and buy a house? What's her name?
Oh. Mm.
The lady with the dreads. The lady.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So I remember a lot of times they said that she was helping people get information to dox people because she works with credit and can look up people's names and all that kind of shit. I don't know if that's true or not, but that comes along the same thing. Like, you have to have morals when you work in those particular type of jobs. It really takes a certain kind of person to keep that. And I'm on YouTube. I discuss celebrities. I discuss hood news, trending news, all kind of bullshit. Right? I can easily get on here and be like, "Oh, my sources revealed. My sources." No, I have morals.
But let me tell
And
you
it's
something about
illegal. It's
that.
illegal. On top of that.
Let me tell you something about that. And as well as I work in health church. So one thing about that is that still it don't matter if you got away from you. Still, you just gotta know that they do random sweeps of those
You
computers.
could you speak up a little bit?
They do random sweeps
Uh
of
huh.
those computers, and they still will find out if you are privy to certain information, if you are gathering that information and it's not necessary that you are seeking out, like for instance, if you're not servicing any of those patients and you're looking up that patient information, you're gonna get audited.
That's how our job is too. If you're not
You're gonna get
specifically the
audited, and
person on that claim or something like that, yeah, that's what
hmm
all those type of jobs. You can get fired.
oh
You can
yeah,
get,
you're gonna
yeah,
get audited. And if they
yep.
find that you have been getting information and going into patients' files, and you're finding this information that's not necessarily, like randomly looking up patient numbers.
Oh, I just saw your private. I just saw that.
And
Okay,
kicked
wow,
herself off.
wow. I'm just reading that back chat. That I heard people. I ain't gonna say what you put, but I heard people pass that around. Hmm. She'll probably jump back on here, but I heard people pass that around. But honey, I love my job too much. I love my job too much. So nope, I'm not going to be spreading nobody's business around. And no matter if I know them, don't know them, no, I love my job too much. Shit, I got a whole mortgage and still a 21-year-old son at home and a dog.
Yeah, but a lot of these people will encourage that type of, behavior. But then when all HE double hockey sticks breaks out, then what?
Yep.
They're not gonna sacrifice their job. They're not about to go into their bank account to help you. So is
Or
it
put you
worth
up
it?
in their new house that they bought.
Right.
But no, sir, no, ma'am. Shoot. But yeah, how long we been on here, Shells? About an
An
hour.
hour and
Okay.
20 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay, well let me get my butt off of here because I do have to work. Girl, we working all weekend. I literally work. I ain't even gonna tell you how many hours I work today, but this let's just say all day.
Oh,
We
man.
try. We trying to get these claims down before the holiday come around because a lot of people is off next week and the week after. So yeah, I gotta work tomorrow
Sorry, y'all.
and I gotta take my son in the morning.
Yeah, I ended up sleeping so good today. I missed my appointment today. It was like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, didn't I have something to do this morning? I'm like, oh shoot. I said I was just tired. But anyway, thank you for having me. I'm gonna drop down while you
It's always
finish
a
doing what you're doing.
pleasure,
Love
Anyway,
you
and you
on
gotta
I'll
hit
purpose.
me
be
up.
listening.
Hit me up
I
and let
love
me
you
know
on
about the
purpose.
hit me up and
Love you
let me know
more.
about the whatever type of show you thinking of having. Shells, I want yeah.
Yeah, I can put it in the I can put in the back chat the name of what it is. I mean, there's a name and everything for it. Um, but yeah, I just don't say anything about it like publicly
Okay,
because
I won't say nothing. I
not
won't say
just
nothing.
not just not just the beef sector, but each side of it. People
Right.
just take ideas. Nobody really
Mm-hmm.
concepts. Nobody wants to do the only thing they do is criticize. If it was me, how would I do it this way? What was stopping you from doing it? No, I mean I really want to know what's stopping anybody from doing it. Nothing stopping them from doing it. They
Nothing.
just don't want to do the work. They don't want to
Nothing.
do the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, nothing.
So yeah, so that's the name there or whatever. So um yeah, so I just need this one to go off, and I don't expect that there's going to be no issues at all, but
I'm
I
looking
just don't
forward
want
to
some
your next one. Isn't it on the 28th?
28th.
Right,
Yeah, and the
28th.
time
Okay.
has changed at 7, so it's going to be at 7 instead of 8:30. So 7
Hmm.
because it's going to be an hour and a half, for the OGs, and then an hour and a half for the new G's, young G's, and thank you for that one because the young G's. So yeah, so that's what's gonna be
Yeah,
going
I
on with
thought that
that.
might be kind of cool because you got your OGs, you got like the triple OGs. I consider them like James and them, and then like
Yeah,
the OGs, I consider like Mem Pam and them, and then like the YGs, I consider like the Ricos. You know,
And
yeah,
me,
so
yeah,
I don't think it's just an OG. I think it comes in layers. You know,
it's
so
definitely
yeah.
layers to
yeah.
it.
I'm a
Yeah.
young G because I'm younger than any of y'all on this thing. What's so funny?
Yeah, and then somebody else was telling me to do like, how like we used to do the marathons and stuff, and they were saying to do that with the show, but I was like, the thing is, people lose interest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't want to do something that's hours upon hours. And, you know, I mean, we couldn't even get the show started last time without something being kicked off. So at the end of the day, like, let
Uh,
me just let me
I
just
don't
try to
know
get
if
this
this
thing.
was part of the show or if this was. I was boy in the
Mm-mm.
beginning. I was confused. I was like, "Is this real? Like, is it?"
No, I no. Mm-mm. People thought that I was setting people up and all. No, it wasn't that. I was over it because I had already said, do not do this, and then
Yeah.
but yeah. So the 28th, and as far as that show, I pretty much short term 3 so-called seasons. We already had one. Second one is on the 28th, and then I'm gonna do a third one. And then I said, because some people said they wanted it to be a recurrent situation, but no one's gonna pour that into somebody else's platform, and I wouldn't expect for anybody to do that to my
Right.
platform.
What?
Nobody's coming back once a month or every other
What?
month. Like, no, nobody's gonna.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Maybe it
What?
could be an
No.
annual thing. Maybe an annual thing.
Yeah, maybe annual. I think the part 3 will probably be in like March or something. And that's only because other people, but see, the people who keep saying that they want to join, they're not coming to me and saying that they want to join. You get what I'm saying? They're just bringing it up as though I'm supposed to be out, like going from channel to channel, like seeking people. I'm not going to do
Well,
that.
I'm coming to you when I say, hold up, after you done with all the triple O's, sure, or the OGs and YGs, us folks on here, like, I don't know. And see, the weird thing is, Shells, and you can tell me how you feel about this. Like, I don't know why, but some people feel like even if you don't beef, but you heavily support the B sector and you're always there and always in everybody's chat, that you are part of the B sector. I don't feel like that. But then again, some people feel like you
Well,
are
you
part of
are.
it. But I'm like, I don't feel like that. I
Yeah.
feel like, no, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think even if you don't beef, it's all about the algorithm and it's where the algorithm puts you. But for me, like I never invited or said like Ghetto View, I want you to be a part of this because she's never beefed at all with anybody. So I felt like
Right.
to add somebody to that doesn't do that, that's doing them a disservice.
Right.
What they're
Hello?
gonna do? They're gonna sit up on a panel amongst people doing God knows what. I
Right.
don't know. Because I mean I
Right.
already told the second part of the show, if they choose to woo bang, they can woo bang. But let me have my hour and a half of some type of structure and order going on here. But and I'm like, I don't really want to argue or beef with nobody, but at the end of the day, I'm not about to let nobody talk to me crazy either. So I don't know how that thing gonna work out. I don't know.
This should be very entertaining.
Very entertaining. And you do know that Kimmy has been added to the show now, right?
Oh, she has now. Is that to the YGs or
Yeah. Well, the YGs, new G's, they all on the same panel because
okay? Okay.
it's 1:30, an hour and a half and then an hour and a half. So with her, it's she'll be on time with Pizza, Brianna. So Rico, it's gonna be quite interesting. Yeah.
Now, how do you feel about the people who be like, okay, you can't have this without them? How do you feel about those comments?
Well, I don't want to cuss on your channel, so how I
Girl,
feel
that's a
about it
little
is
thing. Girl, if you girl,
how
Shell,
I feel about it is
that's all we do over here is
okay.
cuss.
How I feel about it is what I said earlier. What's stopping it? If they feel that all of these other people are supposed to be a part of it, why don't they do it? What's stopping them?
Mhm.
I don't own YouTube. I'm just me. I'm one person. So
Right.
if they think that this one and this one and this one, why don't they do it?
Mhm.
What's stopping them?
Yeah, I'm just asking
Nothing.
because I didn't heard so many names like Chopper should be in it, and this person be in it. That's just all kind of different
They
names.
naming people name who ain't even who probably ain't even mentioned nothing about they want to be a part of nothing. That's the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I really am. It's just nice to have something different in the
Yeah, I
sector.
just start drinking my wine from earlier, my edibles, but like I said, come at me correct and I'll deal with you accordingly. Come at me crazy
Right.
and I'm gonna slide you and keep it moving because I don't have time for
Right.
it.
Well, I'll be
Yeah.
there. I'll be there modding. I'm in Central Time, so I work till 7:30, but I can be watching from the time y'all start, and then I can jump in and mod after that. But
Yeah, and it should be pretty interesting.
yeah, I think it will be. I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
Yeah.
But yes, thanks everybody for tuning in
Thank
to.
you for having me.
Did you share the live? Somebody must have shared the live because I see some new faces in here. I think Shells might have shared the live. But to the new faces in here, thank you guys for tuning in and chiming in the chat. It was a pleasure. And I hope everybody enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
We done when I tell y'all the hood table, for those who've been following us for a long time, y'all already know how we do. Sometimes we can start on one topic and go all around the world and we discuss everything from the hood to the White House. Okay. So I wasn't even planning on talking about B sector. tonight. But yeah, we threw a little bit of that in there as well. But yes,
Mm.
everybody, please make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, please, and thank you very much. Subscribe to Shelly. Her channel is actually called S_Hutchinson. Or you can look up her. How many ways can you look up her? Like you can look up S_Hutchinson or Shelly Hutchinson. Either way, it should get you to her channel. Now, Sislo, my girl right here, my co-host, she has two channels. You can look her up under Trash Talk Alley 22, or you can look her up a Sislo Newsworthy News Updates. She got two channels. So make sure y'all check out her channels. Anybody in the chat, if you're still in here and you got an actual channel, just let me know. Just let me know. But I know some of these faces in here I'm not really familiar with. They're new over here. But I do know Jackson Street 2300 has a channel. I do know that for sure. But yes, so on that note, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Love you guys. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times. Happy holidays. And always remember to keep it hood. Bye.